Stop. Before you take another bite of your breakfast, your lunch, or your dinner, you need to watch this video because if you are over 60, your heart is no longer working the same way it did at 40, and the foods that were fine for you back then are now working against you. These 7 foods are not junk food. They are not obvious. They are hiding in plain sight on your plate every single day, and they are slowly killing your heart. I know that sounds dramatic. I know that sounds scary, but by the time this video is over, you are going to understand exactly what is happening inside your body, why it is happening, and most importantly, what you need to do about it starting today. Ordias. And real quick, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button right now. We post life-changing health content every single week, specifically for people over 60 who want to live longer, feel stronger, and protect their hearts. You do not want to miss what is coming. Now let us get into it. Let us start with something most people over 60 do not fully understand. After the age of 60, your cardiovascular system goes through dramatic changes. Your arteries naturally become stiffer. Your heart muscle becomes less flexible. Your body becomes far less efficient at processing certain fats, sugars, and sodium. Inflammation, which is the root cause of almost every major heart disease, becomes much harder for your body to control. So foods that your body could handle at 35 or 40 are now causing damage that builds up silently over months and years. You feel fine on the outside, but on the inside, your arteries are narrowing, plaque is building up, and your heart is working harder and harder just to keep you going. This is not a scare tactic, this is biology, and once you understand it, you can fight back. So let us talk about the first food that is silently destroying your heart after 60, and this one surprises almost everyone. White bread, not donuts, not candy, donuts. Plain, ordinary white bread that millions of Americans eat every single morning with their eggs or their coffee. Here is the problem. White bread is made from highly refined flour, which means all the fiber and nutrients have been stripped away. What is left spikes your blood sugar almost as fast as pure table sugar. And when your blood sugar spikes repeatedly, your body releases massive amounts of insulin, which triggers inflammation in your blood vessels. Over time, this chronic inflammation damages the inner walls of your arteries, making them the perfect surface for plaque to stick to and build up. For someone over 60 whose arteries are already less flexible, this is genuinely dangerous. Switch to whole grain bread, sourdough, or better yet, skip the bread altogether in the morning and go for eggs with vegetables instead. The second food on this list is one that almost every American household has in their pantry right now: canned soup. And I know what you are thinking. Soup is healthy. And in theory, yes, soup made from scratch with fresh vegetables and lean protein is fantastic for your heart. But canned soup is an entirely different story. Most canned soups contain between 800 and 1,400 milligrams of sodium in a single serving. The American Heart Association recommends no more than 1,500 milligrams of sodium per day for adults over 60. That means one can of soup could take you right to or over your entire daily limit. Excess sodium causes your body to retain water, which raises your blood pressure, which forces your heart to work harder with every single beat. High blood pressure is called the silent killer for a reason, and canned soup is one of its biggest hidden sources. Always check the label, look for low sodium options, or better yet, make your own soups at home where you control exactly what goes in. The third food is something that millions of Americans consider a healthy breakfast staple: flavored yogurt. Now, plain Greek yogurt is genuinely one of the best foods you can eat for heart health. It is high in protein, contains beneficial probiotics, and has very little sugar. But the moment you pick up that strawberry, peach, or blueberry flavored yogurt from the grocery store shelf, everything changes. Most flavored yogurts contain anywhere from 20 to 30 grams of added sugar per serving. That is as much sugar as a candy bar. And for someone over 60, that sugar hits your bloodstream hard, triggers inflammation, raises your triglyceride levels, and contributes directly to the buildup of dangerous plaque in your arteries. The fix is simple. Buy plain Greek yogurt and add your own fresh fruit and a drizzle of honey. You get all the benefits with none of the hidden sugar damage. Now, I want to stop right here and share a story with you because I think it will really put everything we are talking about into perspective. Leo is a 67-year-old retired school teacher from Phoenix, Arizona. He was active, he was social, he loved cooking for his family on weekends, and by every external measure, he seemed perfectly healthy. He walked his dog every morning, he had never smoked a day in his life, and he genuinely believed he was eating well. His typical day looked like this: flavored yogurt for breakfast, a bowl of canned tomato soup for lunch with white bread on the side, and for dinner he would often have a store-bought pasta sauce over spaghetti with some margarine on his garlic bread. He thought he was doing everything right. He was not overweight. His energy was decent. He had no obvious symptoms. Then one Tuesday afternoon, Leo felt a strange tightness in his chest while raking leaves in his backyard. He almost ignored it. He told himself it was probably just muscle soreness, but something told him to call his daughter, and she drove him straight to the emergency room. The doctors found that 3 of Leo's coronary arteries were significantly blocked. He needed emergency bypass surgery. He survived, thank God, but his recovery took months. And when his cardiologist sat down with him afterward and went through his diet, Leo could not believe what he was hearing. The foods he thought were harmless, the canned soup, the flavored yogurt, the white bread, the margarine, had been building up damage inside his arteries for years without a single warning sign. Leo told his family afterward that he wished someone had just sat him down and explained what these foods were actually doing to his body. He would have changed everything immediately. That is exactly why this video exists, so you do not have to go through what Leo went through. Let us continue with food number 4, and this is the one that shocks people the most: margarine and butter substitutes. For decades, doctors and nutritionists told Americans to ditch real butter and switch to margarine because it was lower in saturated fat. Millions of people over 60 made that switch and have been using margarine ever since, thinking they were protecting their hearts. But many margarine products, especially older formulations, contain trans fats, which are artificial fats that are now widely recognized as one of the most dangerous substances you can put in your body. Trans fats simultaneously raise your bad LDL cholesterol and lower your good HDL cholesterol, which is essentially a double attack on your cardiovascular system. They also promote inflammation in your arteries at a level that is far more damaging than natural saturated fats. If you are using margarine, check the label right now. If it says partially hydrogenated oil anywhere on that ingredient list, throw it away today. Use small amounts of real butter, or better yet, switch to extra virgin olive oil, which is one of the most heart-protective foods on the planet. Food number 5 is another one hiding behind a healthy image: fruit juice, orange juice, apple juice, grape juice. Americans over 60 drink these every single morning thinking they are getting vitamins and nutrients. And yes, there are some vitamins in there, but what is also in there is an enormous amount of sugar with absolutely zero fiber. When you eat a whole orange, the fiber slows down how quickly the sugar enters your bloodstream. But when you drink orange juice, that sugar hits your blood instantly, causing a rapid spike that your aging cardiovascular system really struggles to handle. A single 12-ounce glass of orange juice contains about 36 grams of sugar. That is 9 teaspoons of sugar going directly into your bloodstream first thing in the morning. Do yourself a favor, eat the whole fruit instead of drinking the juice. Your heart will thank you every single day. Food number 6 is processed deli meats: bologna, salami, ham, hot dogs, pepperoni. These are staples in millions of American households, and they are absolutely devastating for the heart after 60. Processed meats are loaded with sodium, preservatives like nitrates and nitrites, and saturated fats that drive up LDL cholesterol. Multiple large-scale studies have shown that regular consumption of processed meats is strongly associated with increased risk of heart disease, stroke, and cardiovascular death. One major Harvard study found that eating just 1 serving of processed meat per day increased the risk of heart disease by 42%. For someone over 60 whose arteries are already under stress, adding processed deli meats to your diet regularly is like pouring gasoline on a fire. Replace them with fresh grilled chicken, canned wild salmon, or hard-boiled eggs as your protein sources. And food number 7, the final one on our list, is store-bought salad dressings. Now I know this one sounds almost unfair. You are eating salad. You are doing the right thing. But that bottle of ranch, Caesar, or honey mustard dressing you are pouring over your greens could be completely undoing all the good work your salad was doing. Most store-bought dressings are packed with refined vegetable oils like soybean oil and canola oil, which are high in omega-6 fatty acids that promote inflammation when consumed in excess. They also often contain high fructose corn syrup, artificial preservatives, and alarming amounts of sodium. The solution is incredibly simple and honestly tastes better anyway. Make your own dressing at home with extra virgin olive oil, lemon juice, a little garlic, and some herbs. It takes 2 minutes, and it is genuinely one of the most heart-healthy things you can drizzle over your food. Now let us bring this all together. 7 foods: white bread, canned soup, Flavored yogurt, margarine, fruit juice, processed deli meats, and store-bought salad dressings. None of them look dangerous. Most of them have been marketed to Americans for decades as perfectly fine or even healthy choices, but for anyone over 60, these foods are contributing to inflammation, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, blood sugar spikes, and arterial plaque buildup that happens silently, slowly, and without warning, just like it did for Leo. The good news is that your body is remarkably resilient. Studies show that even small, consistent changes in your diet can lead to measurable improvements in cardiovascular health within just a few weeks. It is never too late to start protecting your heart. Every single meal is a new opportunity to make a better choice. So here is what I want you to do right now. Go to your kitchen, check your pantry, your refrigerator, your breakfast shelf, look for these 7 foods, read the labels, and start making swaps, one at a time, one meal at a time. You do not have to overhaul everything overnight. Just start. Start today. Your heart has been working for you every single second of every single day for over 6 decades. It deserves for you to start working for it. Now, before you go anywhere, drop a comment below and tell me 2 things: your age and the city you are watching from. I read every single comment personally, and I genuinely love connecting with this community. Are you in Florida, Texas, California, New York? Let me know. And if this video opened your eyes and you know someone over 60 who needs to hear this, a parent, a spouse, a neighbor, a friend, please share this video with them right now. It could genuinely save their life. And if you are not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a video. We are here every week with honest, research-backed health information for people who want to live longer and feel better. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of your heart, because it is the only one you have got. This video is created strictly for educational and informational purposes only and is not intended to serve as medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment of any kind. The information shared in this video is based on publicly available nutritional research, published studies, and general health guidelines. The patient story featuring Leo has been used for illustrative purposes. Always consult with a qualified and licensed healthcare professional or cardiologist before making any changes to your diet, medication, or health routine. Individual health conditions vary greatly, and what applies generally may not apply to your specific situation. Never ignore professional medical advice or delay seeking medical attention because of content you have watched online. The creator of this channel is not a licensed medical professional and is not responsible for any health decisions made based on the content of this video. Viewer discretion is advised.